Hi friends. So as we are in this time of stay at home, there's all kinds of opportunities for us to be able to draw closer to God. And of course, the question is, how do I do that? And during these talks, I'm going to be offering a variety of ways in which to do that. I was talking with the staff about this, and they suggested that I talk to you a little bit about the Rosary. Many of us know the Rosary, and many of us don't know the Rosary. There's some of us that pray it quite often, and some of us maybe very irregularly, and some of us we've never prayed it, or we prayed it when we were just little kids. So the Rosary is a great way to pray while we are sequestered in our homes, to draw near to the Mother of Jesus, and to know that we're not alone. Yes, God's with us, but also we are family. And one member of his family, his human family, is his mother. So we can get close to him through the life and through the prayers of Mary, our mother. And that's important. Mary is a way in which we can draw closer to God. So, how do I pray? You're Catholic. You're a Christian. So, pray something that is very traditional to us, very precious to us. Even if it hasn't been that for you, as like, oh, I'm not really into Mary, or the Rosary doesn't do anything to me. Put all that stuff aside during this time and come back to this very real form of prayer that has produced saints up and down the centuries. I mean, just think about that for a second. That you'll be joining in a prayer that priests around the world pray every day. That monks around the world pray every day. That religious sisters and brothers around the world pray every day. And then go back further. Great saints in the last several centuries, they were never without praying the Rosary. And that became part of their holiness. That became part of their works for the poor. That became part of their strength, of their patience, of their love, of their endurance, of their perseverance, of their hope, of getting through hard times. That was a regular staple in their life. So trust in that and learn from our forefathers and mothers. So I just want to give an episode from my life real briefly and then make a recommendation for praying the Rosary. I remember during a particularly difficult period in my life, and it was when I was in seminary. And I was getting closer and closer to becoming a priest, and I still didn't know if God wanted me to be a priest. I didn't know the future, and I was afraid of the future because I couldn't see it. And I remember drawing close to Mary because it was during a period of my time wrapped in fear and worries and anxieties that I found it very difficult to pray. So I went back to, I relied upon something that had been stable in the lives of many people around me and all the saints around me, and that was the Rosary. So I just started praying the Rosary again on a regular basis. I had kind of let go of it during that time, and as I said, found it difficult to pray. So I went to something that is not difficult to pray. Something that is a rote prayer, a memorized prayer. Something that doesn't take a lot of thought, but something that is beautiful. And so I started praying the Rosary. And during that time, not only did I get through that time, but during that time, I got through a lot of the emotions I was experiencing. And Mary drew me close to her, and then she drew me close to her son. And I will be forever grateful for that. Up and down my life then as a priest, I found myself regularly praying the Rosary. During good times and bad, times when it's easy to pray and times when it's not easy to pray. It's just part of my life now. And it can be part of your life, right here and right now, and whatever you're going through. So how to pray that? I mean, there are many ways to pray it. I just want to leave you with something that's very accessible. And you can find it on your handheld devices or on your computer. I use an app for praying the Rosary quite often. I mean, I pray it on my own too. But I find when I'm out riding my bike, or when I'm running, or when I'm in my car, or when I'm in my chapel in the morning, an app that I like to use a lot is called Rosary Deluxe Audio. I'm looking at it right now on my phone. But there are all kinds of apps. I love these apps because a lot of them are guided. So you don't even have to know the prayers. And you don't even have to know how to pray the Rosary or what the mysteries are. The apps will just guide you through it. And it's not just a read app. It's somebody's voice guiding you. And a lot of the you just go to your app store and you'll find like 10 or 15 of them. Some of them even like flash the prayers in front of you and show the Rosary as it goes through it. And there's a voice. One of my favorite apps is, and there's several of them, are ones that are scriptural rosaries. So you can Google search that, in which they take you through the scriptural scene, and kind of like Lectio Divina, they put you in that scene, and then you pray in that scene with Mary, with Jesus. I mean, the Rosary, if you don't know, is all about the life of Jesus, right? And it's all about getting close to Jesus. And we all need Jesus during this time, right? His vision for our life, His hope, His nearness, His strength, His compassion, His love. And who better to go through than His own mother? I hope that helps, friends. And I think sometime this week or in the next week I'm going to lead you in a Rosary. I'll do it in Facebook Live. I'm just learning how to use it. Until then, I'll see you, friends.